So everything is a mess here. But now we have to go back and camp.
Horrible than you can imagine.
Try me.
Open up. You need to eat before we head off.
Oh, hold on. There's something over here.
Anything to eat?
No.
Iron bandage shield +1. Yeah, give me that. So, I had gone somewhere and then I came back, and these pilgrims were trying to kill the people
Not for
here.
communal use, it seems.
If you remember, these pilgrims were like the initiates that were kind of stand around being like, oh, we're ready for the absolute to give us orders.
I'll sort you out.
They didn't come out for the main fight, but they came back to like try and kill the people here when I wasn't looking, so that was awkward. I don't know if that's working as intended, but you know, I had to kind of come in and kill them. So that happened.
We will save.
We do.
I know it.
But yes, everything has been murdered here now. A little laggy here. Ooh, yeah, FPS is. Hold on. Options. See.
Troops ready?
Ready enough?
Gods, I can't wait to be back home.
Hello, hello, Hydro. How are you doing? Let's see if that helps. There's just a lot going on here, so. No, not really.
It's all coming together.
Hello, hello, brick wall. Hello, hello, show me the food. Oops. How is everybody doing today? Options. Alright, let me fix that again then. A borderless window. Accept.
You need to eat before we head off. Have anything to eat?
No.
I'm assuming the tower is just really laggy because it has to render all this blood and dead people. You know, because there's quite a few. You know what? How about we just help it out? We'll start washing away the blood. There we go. Yeah, we'll help clean up a bit. See, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help clean.
How does the stone read?
There we go.
The light has shown the way.
Alright, let's hit up the camp. Because I think we're actually done here now. This is early, isn't it? Yeah, we're starting about an hour earlier, but that's because we have D&D tonight. So I wanted to get a good few hours of Baldur's Gate in since we're wrapping up Act 2.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
It's so. I love how people just casually talk about how long they've lived. Your head feels 100 pounds lighter after getting a fresh cut.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Well, okay. You seem to know things about Shardahart. When will you tell her?
In due time. Mother Saluna will tell me when the time is right. Painful truths should be handled with some decorum.
That last light in was nutty, wasn't it, Hitro? That fight? Did you have anyone die?
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
You're gonna need that armor she's wearing? I know, right? You should join my camp permanently.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Wait, does she become playable in the party? How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Okay.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you really Seluna's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory?
No.
There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Oh, okay. She's the daughter of a goddess. How did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorn, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorn never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned.
How did
bitterly.
she die, though?
But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
So, because she's immortal, they entrapped her in Balthazar, and Ketheric entrapped her there in that prison, and then the Shar initiates who wanted to become Dark Justiciers would quote-unquote kill her, but they couldn't kill her permanently because she's an immortal, so she was just reborn and destined to repeat the cycle over and over and over again. And then Ketheric was clearly sapping her power in order to make him immortal. We don't know how that happened, though. I'm assuming it was a deal with Shar. Shar was probably like, if you imprison her, I will give you her power so that you'll never die. And you just keep her here so I can keep making Dark Justiciers. I would assume. Interesting. Would your mother be willing to aid us in the fight?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
She realized she's talking about herself, right? In the third person, right? Are we going on a killing spree? We are about to kill everything. Yes. Hello, Da Vinci's.
I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later.
You know,
I'd be a poor counsel and worse company.
we
just
might
now.
need to find her some new armor. Her armor may be a problem. Shadowheart's armor? Yeah, she's kind of wearing the Shar Blessed Justicier armor, so... For roleplay reasons, we may need her in a different armor.
Quite the cozy setup you have here.
Yes. I'm
I'll
about
just
to
make
sell
myself
him
comfortable.
all
Thank
the
you
junk.
so much.
He still has money left. Okay. There is a scroll he had that I wanted. Where was it? Oh, maybe he doesn't have it. Your new dice are coming today? Oh god. No, we're not doing this.
You only have a matter of days.
Hush, Volo. I like my eyeball where it is. Astarion, do you have anything to say?
What can I do for you, my friend?
No. Lizel?
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
No, I like my eye.
Well met.
Will met. Okay, oh, here we go. The Absolute's cult has Raven Guard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
He's got nice horns. He does have nice horns. What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I wouldn't give up my soul if that's what you're getting at.
It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when
Elturel.
the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others
Undead?
worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
I mean, that sounds like a great idea. Your arm was a little deep in there. To what
To
end?
conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate.
Everyone wants
A
to
10-day
destroy
after
Baldur's
Father
Gate.
left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Okay. Show
In
me.
the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want you to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel.
Oh.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans.
I mean,
That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize.
I think we would have
Another
rather had
pet
Zariel
added to her
die.
warlock menagerie.
Warlock menagerie. You took on 25 cultists on your own,
I had Mizora at my side. and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day.
Oh.
I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye?
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mazura. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
You could just take your eye out. What about your father?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side.
I see why
I
he
tried
kicked
to
you
tell him
out.
the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mazura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
I mean, I don't want to really tell him it was brave, but I guess because he just kind of played into Zariel's hands. She didn't want Tiamat to be resurrected in order to threaten her. So I mean, but maybe if Tiamat was threatening Zariel, Elturel would never have sunk, right? Or
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
we'll return.
I understand.
You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
If I were your father, I would have killed you on the spot. He did you a favor by exiling you. Wow, okay. I suppose you can't blame him. For all he knew, you'd sprout horns any second.
And I went and proved him right. A Grand Duke's duty is to his city, first and foremost. There would only ever be one outcome.
Fair enough. Sucks to be you, Will. Okay, Karlak.
Hey, soldier.
Spill the beans on Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know.
Uh-huh.
Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him. Trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. 1 minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right.
Oh.
Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
So he essentially sold her off to Zariel. Okay. Well,
Copper for your thoughts.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
oh, I guess she doesn't really have anything to say. Maybe I have to add her to the party. Hold on.
Copper for your thoughts.
Really?
Ah,
I would not linger in this land as you wish.
All right, let's look for her. What is she? Is she a ranger? Druid? Yeah, she's a druid. Circle of the Land. Make her a monk? That would be interesting. Doesn't she dual wield? You can replenish expended spell slots while out of combat? How many times can you do that? Once per long rest. Okay. Oh, she gets heat metal. What is spike growth? Oh. You gain 2 spells that are always prepared. You gain hold person and spike, mirror image and misty, blur or and silent, bark skin and hold person, invisibility and pass without a trace, mirror image and spike, acid arrow and darkness, and web and misty step. Does misty step end up being a bonus action with a spell slot? Yeah. Let's do mirror image and misty. Cantrip. Resistance? What should we do for feet for her? Warcaster, because she's a druid? Wild Strike. You can make an additional attack after making an unarmed strike while in wild shape. So does... Okay, so here's a question for everyone. You know when you get unarmed gear? Like gear that boosts your unarmed attack? Does that boost her attack while she's in wild shape? Or is that specifically only for monks? Right? Because like a claw attack would be considered a... Is that an unarmed attack? Oh, I get another one. Call, lightning, and flight. Stinking cloud and vampiric touch. Gaseous form and stinking touch. Sleet, storm, and haste. Sleet, storm, and call lightning. Protection from energy and hypnotic plant growth. Daylight, and haste. I don't know. We already have a movement spell, so we don't need flight. Maybe Sleet Storm and Call Lightning? Though I'm tempted to do Sleet Storm and Haste. Actually, yeah, let's do that. These are both concentration. Difficult terrain no longer slows you down. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, she gets so many spells. Oh, I get more? Minor Elemental and Ice Storm. Freedom of Movement and Confusion. Blight and Wall of Fire? Wait, she gets these? As always prepared? Greater invisibility and dominate beast? Let's do blight and firewall. And then we'll do ability improvement. 18. Maybe not. What's another good one? Alert, athlete, resilience? So she'd get proficiency in wisdom saving throws? She's already proficient in that though. If I wanted to do '18 wisdom. Oh yeah, Sentinel's cool. It's a weapon attack though. We could give her more health. We already have difficult terrain, so we don't need to worry about that. You know what? I'll just do the ability score pump. Yeah. Where's she getting this from? Where's the additional? Whatever. One of these has to be uneven, so we'll just do that. More? Circle of the Land seems pretty cool. Mass Cure Wounds. Greater Restoration. Conjure an Elemental. Insect Plague. What is Contagion? You know what? Let's grab a heal for her, just so we have one. What's this? You can't be charmed or frightened by elementals and fae. Disease and poison also no longer affect you? Oh.